All right, let's jump everybody in and see if we can generate some leads for our team right here on the call. All right, hey everyone, thanks so much for jumping in. Short notice. Nice to see you. Thank you so much, you guys. Stacy, great to see you. Thanks for joining in on our onboarding call yesterday. It was great to see you and popping in again. Who else have we got? We've got Jim in the house.
Is
Fantastic to
there
see
a
you.
particular
Great to see
customer
you guys.
you want to sell these services to?
Let me just make sure we've got everybody jumping in. Thanks so much, everyone. So cool to see you guys coming in. This is great. Really good, good, good. Awesome. Let's go. I've got a quick roll call. I've got Stacy. Amazing to see you. Jim Nista's in the house. August is here. Gian's here. Leo's here. Miguel is here. Ocho's here. Stacy's Fathom is here, which is great. Tina's here. All right, guys. We've got 10 or 15 people here. Very, very cool. You guys must want to generate some leads. This is an impromptu meeting. We're not doing this as a register webinar and 3 days notice and warm-ups and all that kind of gear. We've just had a whole bunch of people join us in the last few weeks since we did our high-level expert summit and since we did our agency freedom program, and had a whole bunch of people coming in. So I've got about 29 minutes before my next meeting. I'm actually jumping on a call with the team from CloseBot, the AI system, to look at how we can get AI and lead generation all working together. So excited for that. But I've got about 29 minutes. I just thought I'd show you guys quickly some searches, some different ways of finding leads within the program. Talk quickly about the white label piece of that so that you can see how you can put those two things together. So we're going to kick off with the lead generation tool itself. Show a couple of creative searches there, some of the different ways that we've seen people use the tool to be able to generate leads for their business. And guys, I'd love to do this for you. So if you've got a specific type of client that you're looking for, it's like, I'm looking for, I don't know, real estate agents in Seattle. Cool, let me know. And I'll do those kind of searches as well. And just a couple of different examples about how we can use the tool. As I said, this is totally impromptu. I've got a slide deck that I use on all of our presentations that I'll probably pop up later on just to make sure I've covered everything. But yeah, let's see if I can generate a few leads here for you. So we, again, if you've got an ideal client that you'd like to have a look at, hey, Rick, great to see you, man. If you've got an ideal client, drop it in. So it might be, I'm looking for this kind of business, or I'm looking for this kind of person, or I've got a client who needs to find this kind of stuff. Like, let me know, and I'll do that search as we go through. So let me do a screen share here and pop this on over. So you guys should be able to see, this is our dashboard of our lead generation tool. Now, this is the white label dashboard, which means when you're a white label suite customer, you get this dashboard and the licensing system as well. So that's what we're looking at here. If you, when you license the program and when you sell it to your clients as a white label tool, you'll put all your brand on it. So for example, we have, our retail brand is called Prospect Falcon. So we have the Prospect Falcon system, which our clients see, which is just opening up here. Let's get that going on. All right, so this is the Prospect Falcon side, which again is this exact same thing. So when you brand your own leads tool, your clients will see your brand. So I'm just going to do our search in the white label brand because it has the same things, but we'll get there when we have a look. So Jim's just said dentists. Yeah, cool, Jim. Let's jump in. I can definitely do that as a search. So for those who just joined, nice to see you as well, August. I'm just going to run through a couple of lead searches. So how do we use this tool in creative ways? One of the most, I guess, common questions we get asked all the time is, how do we use this for real estate agents, or how do we use this for B2C? Because this is primarily a B2B tool. So there's 3 specific strategies we use for B2C. And on our YouTube channel, there's a really cool about 17, 18-minute video where I'll show every one of those 3 methods. But I'll give you the world's quickest version on this call. As I said, I've got about 27 minutes now before I need to jump onto the next call. So leads, white label, let's get into it. Jim's asked for dentists. Let's see if you've got any other specific kinds of businesses that you'd like to generate leads for, let me know, and I will happily pop that into the system. So let's start with Jim's since we're there. To find dentists, okay, Gian, no worries. Let me see what I can do with that. And ophthalmologists, oh, dear, you had to get me something that I couldn't type. I'll see what I can do for you. Let's see what I can do there. You have to keep it simple. I'm Australian. Remember that. Like, spelling's a challenge. Right, let me see what I can do. All right. So starting with Jim, if I'm looking for a dentist, I'm looking for a type of business. Now, this is when you're looking for a specific vertical or a niche, you're going to use the company search. Okay. So the company search allows us to look for those businesses. And so this would work for pool cleaners as well, Dave. Yeah, exactly the same. So I'm looking for a dentist. And Jim, do you want me to look in a specific location, or I can just choose one here? Let me see what we can find. So business type in this case is a dentist or pool cleaner, or I'm looking for marketing agencies, or I'm looking for real estate agents, or I'm looking for whatever. This is a company search with this particular one. Okay, so I haven't got a location from Jim, so I'm just going to choose one. Let's go with Seattle. All right, so I'm looking for dentists in Seattle. And at this point, then I'm going to add them to a specific lists. So adding those types of businesses to a list is going to allow us to then enrich that data. So I've got a list here, or I can create a new one. So I'm going to say, okay, add it to my, let me see if I can get one here. Actually, I'll create a new list right now. So this is our dentist list like this. Okay, cool. And now we can run this search. So I'm looking for a type of business, and I'm using the company search to do this particular first one. So Tina, great question. So we'll cover that in just a sec. So with our first search, what we've been able to do is we've literally said, I've got dentists in a particular location. Okay, so dentists in a specific location right here. And I can go as narrow or as broad as I want to go with that geographical targeting. And my first search drops me back business name, reputation, website, phone number, and physical address. Okay, nothing magic there, guys. So this actually, like this first search, we're hitting up Google to find these results. And if you don't need this software to do it. If you had 20 minutes to spare, you could go to Google and you could do that same search, and you could copy and paste and put it into a spreadsheet, and you'd end up with something like this. But the magic is happening in the background. Now we can, as I mentioned, you can get as narrow or as broad as you want to go with this search. And I can use the map now to say, okay, find me dentist. I actually want to look in Clyde Hill over here. So I just drop my my system wherever I want it to go, redo the search, let it update, and it's going to add more and more and more and more of that particular type of company in that particular location, and away we go. Now, as I mentioned, the magic is happening in the background. So I've done this initial search, which has got me some great data, but I'm going into the list itself now, and we'll find out how that data is being enriched. So as we're looking at this, we'll start to see this red and blue. So email search is complete, no email found. It's looking, it's looking, it's looking. And we're starting to get a whole bunch of information populating through here. So we can start to see things like employee count. We can start to see technology of their website. So obviously, if we're selling GHL, we can see that this person's on WordPress. They're running Facebook pixels and Google Analytics. So they've obviously got some sort of advertising acumen here. So again, great knowledge to know about the particular company. I've got their Facebook and Instagram, so I can literally contact these guys immediately. I might look at this and say, ideal customer, let me hit them up on Facebook. All right. And I can communicate with that specific company right here from the dashboard. Looks like my internet's running slowly, as it always does when I'm zooming. But I can communicate with them on their dashboard. I've also got all of their contact email information here as well. So now I've got more information about this company, and I've got contact details. So I've got a way that I can get hold of them. Now, of course, all of this synchronizes straight into your CRM program. So GHL, we might say, okay, great. All of these leads, these look like great people. And I'm just literally going to send that straight across to my GHL, and they're boom, straight into the system. If you're using GHL, you might be doing things like tagging. So certain tags go into different automations, and we can set that up within the program so that it tags them on the way in. And I'll show you that in just a second. So straight away, let me see if that Facebook opened. Yep, there we go. So here's I can immediately contact that particular lead. I've got their email details. I've got their social information. But on this screen as well are some other cool stuff that we set up with our AI. So I'm about to call these guys. They look like a great client, but I don't really know much about them. So I say, okay, AI, go and tell me about them. So the first thing I can do is generate a summary. So Mitzi, yes, you can via Zapier. So let's do a quick summary. So what we've got is an AI prompt in the background that you can edit and you can create your own. And the AI prompt will go and do a summary of this particular company and tell me all about them. They're a full service dental clinic that provides various dentistry service. They specialize in this. They do this. They've got this employee count, which we'll find with a LinkedIn search in a minute. They operate in here. And what I've set my prompt to do is the last point on the prompt is to say, based on what they do and based on what I do, tell me how we can work together. So I've set up a demo company called Better Business, and Better Business could assist them by providing this, this, and this. This is how we can work together. Great, that's cool. So now we've got a summary about the company and a little bit more research. I can do things like, all right, great. Well, I'm about to send them a DM. What can I say? So I can get AI to write that DM for me. So I can say, okay, cool. Drop me in a DM script. And again, all of your AI scripts can be set up in the background, but AI can write your DM for you. All right. Now you might say, oh, that looks a little bit wordy. I might have a different DM script, which I've got here. I wrote, just quickly make it more fun, use a couple of emojis, and cool, there you go. Now it's a specific personalized DM script that I can copy and paste and drop straight across to my client here. What else can the AI do for me? The AI can write subject lines. It can write introductory paragraphs. And again, all of this synchronizes with your CRM program. So I've done my search. I've found my people. I've researched them. I've got their contact details. I've got their email information. I've got their social profiles. I've got information about them. I've got the system to do a quick introductory paragraph. And now that's gone straight across to my GHL program and I can start some outbound marketing. So now I can reach out to these people. I can reference them specifically and I can have all of that done within just a few seconds. So that search, which is what we call our company search, is looking for a specific niche or vertical. And again, guys, I'm going quickly because I've got another meeting in about 18, 19 minutes. So company searches for verticals. And that kind of data and information allows you to look for as I mentioned, look for specific types of businesses. I'm looking for business coaches or pool cleaners, we sort of said there. So that company search is a great way to start with presenting this to a prospect because you can get some really amazing data. We've got the employee count there. We've got the email addresses there. If we can get first name and last name, we find that. If we can get position, we find that as well. And all of the data is 100% compliant, and that's really worth knowing as well. So when you're providing this data to your client, you're 100% compliant in the data that's coming back in, which is cool. Okay, so from here as well, you can also, again, I'm conscious of time, guys. So I'm kind of flying through this, but I hope, can you guys give me a one if like that would be helpful in your lead search? If you just like, find me all my business coaches, find me all my real estate agents, find me all my dentists, find me all my pool cleaners, find me all my childcare centers. Would that be a good search for you to start with? One says Patrick. Hey, Patrick Orman in the house. The legend that is Patrick Orman. Great to see you. So cool. So that's a helpful search. There's some great things that you can do in that search as well with your filters. So you can say, okay, look, I can see this employee count here. These are real estate agents in another search that I did. Real estate agent, and I don't want to waste my time with small agencies. I want to go for a specific sweet spot, find me, own companies that have got more than 10 employees. So I would use my filters up here and I would say filter, let's say on company size, everybody that is more than 10. All right, go. And now I can fine tune my list. And now I've only got people that have got over a certain employee size. And I know that I'm going to be working with the right level of business. Great. Again. So really being able to, one more thing I'll show you as well. Being able to find that information is great. I mentioned being able to tag that information. So I want to create my tags and source. So as they're going into GHL or going into, what was the other one that we mentioned? Mitzi asked about system. Yep. Via Zapier, we want to put a tag on these particular leads. We want to track the source, where they came from. So you can set all that up as well. So when that goes over, it all synchronizes straight up into the program. You can also do tags on the actual lead search as well. So a lot of our clients use this as a kind of a pre-CRM. They might warm up the leads from here, and then only once they're interested, send them across to their CRM. So in that case, we can actually create tags right here on what we call labels right here on the lead. So let's say, for example, I've got these guys. Let me see who I'm going to talk to. So this person's the COO. Ryan is my person. Great. So I might tick Ryan, and I might just add a bit of a label to this particular system here. So I come across to my labels up in this top right-hand corner, and I have sent Ryan an Instagram DM. So I'm just going to label him as DM'd, right? So now I can keep a track of who I have contacted and who I haven't. So let me do a couple more just so I can show you the impact here. I DM'd these guys, I DM'd these guys, I DM'd these guys. It's been a great day. All right, so I'm going to label them all as DM'd. And now again in my filters, like, cool, show me the people I've already contacted. Okay, great. Get me my filters, go down to my label, find me everybody who's been Instagrammed, done. And now we've got, great, there's the companies I've already DM'd. Or more importantly, we might go, show me everybody I haven't DM'd yet, right? So I can come in here and go, again, with my searches, find me everywhere where the label is not Instagram DM'd, all right? And I can then carry on with my lead contacting, which is cool. So again, first search here that I'm showing you guys is the company search, and the AI piece of that is really, really cool. So the AI is based here in the system, and you are doing a couple of things with this AI. First of all, you're uploading your website. So you're actually dropping in your own website, letting the AI know who you are. Again, for my demo data, I used a website that was out there called the Entourage, which is a marketing agency system. So I uploaded this data, and then based on the data that you're uploading, you can also upload via text, or you can just direct type into the system to train the AI, okay? Then based on that, the AI can also tell you what kinds of customers should I be looking for. So it analyzes your site and says, okay, well, based on your site, based on your information that you've given me, these are the kinds of businesses that you could reach out to that would be a good fit. So it says you should be looking for marketing and operations companies. You should be focusing on the business owners and marketing managers. You can sell into the hospitality, real estate, e-commerce, and construction space. You should be kind of looking for this size of business. And this will automatically create for you those searches. So we say, okay, hey, I'm looking for managers in marketing and sales and operations, go. And it will create that search for us and start to run that system out. So as we said, we've got company search as our first one. Let's have a look at a couple of the other people requests for leads that we were looking at there. So Jim's was looking for dentists. Dia said ophthalmologists. So that would be the same search for ophthalmologists, Dia. MLM seekers at a low startup cost, says Gian. Okay, let's see if we can do that one. So, and Tina's asked about real estate agents and how we can help them. So one of the things is within the system, as I mentioned at the beginning, the very most frequently asked question we get is, how can I use this for B2C, right? So I need to find consumers. One of the things to know is that privacy laws are really important. So if you contact a business and you go business to business, and guys, you've got to stay compliant. Every location has got different laws and requirements. But if you are reaching out to a business with a publicly available record, and you're reaching out on a business level, you're pretty safe, right? So obviously, again, lots of different areas have lots of different rules around outreach and that kind of stuff. Luckily, none of those apply to DMs. But if you're reaching out business to business, you're on a pretty solid ground. Hey, Mr. Real Estate Agent, I noticed you're a real estate agent. I serve real estate agents. I'm reaching out to you because I believe that we can help you with your business. Let's have a conversation. But if you're reaching out to a private individual, there's all kinds of privacy laws about that, right? So, and you know what it would be like, right? If somebody emails you at work and says, hey, I noticed that you do this kind of work and we do this kind of work. We'd love to have a conversation and see if it's a good fit. Okay, cool. Let's see if that works. But if you email me at home or you contact me on my private phone number, I'm annoyed, and so we keep the tool very, very focused on B2B for that reason. But then the question is, well, how can I use it for B2C? Let me show you. So real estate is a great example. And we've done this. We've had thousands of clients come through the system. But one of the ways that we work the tool with B2C is we do what we call a local community setup. So for example, real estate agent, who do they need to reach? They need to reach people in a specific geographic location, right? So I'm right here. I want to reach specific people. Okay, great. Let's start with a people search, and I'll show you this one just because we haven't done this search yet on the call. And then I'll show you also how we can use B2B data to get a really big network for real estate agents or for people who are using B2C, gyms, restaurants, that kind of stuff, all looking for B2C, and this can be their helpful tool. So in the people search, instead of looking for a type of industry, we're looking for a specific person. And we say, okay, I'm looking for, and let's go for this example. I'm looking for a managing director. All right, managing director. And I'm looking in, let's go again in a specific location. I'm looking in London. Now, obviously we're going to get Great Britain. I'm going to get more narrow with my search if I'm real estate, okay? But let's go and find some people who, some specific people who are in that area, yeah? So now our people search is not looking for a company, it's looking for a specific person within that company. So now I've got managing director, managing director, managing director, and these are all specifically located people. And I can get really advanced with my people search. So in my filters here, I can say, okay, find me people who have this many years of experience, or find me people who work at companies with this kind of size or this kind of revenue in this industry. So I've found managing directors in London, and I want them to be managing directors in London who are in the, I don't know, coaching industry. Let's just see if I can get that to come through. So professional training and coaching. All right, great. So I can get really granular with my search here. So one of our clients is a gym. And so now here we go. We've got specific people in that industry popping through into our location. One of our clients is a gym. And the way he filled his gym was using this people search, because his gym is kind of high end. They're not like your $27 a month kind of level. They're like $500 a month, personalized training, all that kind of stuff. Pretty specific. But what he did was he used this people search to actually look for the higher level employment level. So anybody in the C-suite, anybody who's at director level in and around that local area. And we've got an amazing testimonial where he actually managed to hit on the CEO of a national sporting team. And CEO comes down, has a conversation. Next thing you know, they've got a contract with the team. And again, amazing testimonial, super thrilled that that's the way it worked. But we've also got testimonials from a pizza chain, right? So a pizza restaurant. We use the people search to be able to find people in the local area, which is really great. But we also use the business search, the company search, to build networks in a B2C environment. So for our real estate clients, for our mortgage brokers, that kind of stuff, one of our clients is a mortgage broker in Chicago. And so when I was talking to her, I was like, okay, so who's your ideal client? She said, everyone, as they all do, anybody with a pulse, I would write a mortgage for them. And I'm like, well, that's probably too broad, but tell me, who was your last client? Like, who did you just write a mortgage for? And she said, she's a nurse down at a local hospital, right? So I said, well, okay, do nurses make good clients? And she said, yeah, absolutely. They've got solid jobs and government employees and all this kind of stuff. It's like, great. If we could get more nurses into have a conversation with you, would that be a great starting point? So she said yes, and we were able to use a couple of these searches to find clients for her. So first of all, we can start with that company search, and we can say, okay, I'm trying to reach people in my local area. And for real estate agents, we do this one. We go, okay, who already has your clients? Who already is in your local area that you can reach out to? So for real estate agents, we always start with schools, believe it or not. We start with schools. Why? Because if I can reach out to the faculty at a school, I can potentially reach everybody in this local area and their parent group. All right. So this is how we do it. Go, let me find elementary school in and around, I don't know, let's do Chicago since I just mentioned it. This, by the way, I did London before, but this program searches any location anywhere in the world. All right, so I'll just grab any of my lists here. So find me a school in and around Chicago. All right, great. So first things first, obviously, we're going to pull back all of these schools. We can go and grab wider geographical data so I can use my map to kind of expand my search or however I want to view it. But now I've got all my schools, and now my system's being enriched. And how does a real estate agent work with a school? You're reaching out on a business to business level. So we're literally keeping that business relationship professional, but I'm really after the database of the people near you. So real estate agent reaches out to the school, says, hey, we're local to you. You're local to us. We want to work local. We want to help local people. So as a local real estate agent, if any of your staff have a home for sale or are looking to move into the area, we'll take 20% off our commission because you're local and we're local. If you've got anybody that wants to, any of your team needs to rent a home while we're here, we have a rental program, etc. Now, the other thing is you can say, also, because we want to look after the local community, if you'd like to put this little banner in your newsletter, we will happily, pay you $100 for the spot, and you can put this local banner in your newsletter and make that same offer to all of your parents. Now, the school is allowed to email a weekly newsletter out to their parents. Okay. And with one email connection, that real estate agent can reach not just the faculty, but also the parent group and cover that area. So we use a B2B tool in a B2C way by creating those relationships. All right. Again, another gym client of ours used the company search to target all of the businesses around them and make them a special deal. Hey, you're a florist, I'm a gym, and if you want to send any of your people here, we'll give them a 20% discount. Also, if they buy flowers from you, here's a discount for them. We make sure that we're looking after our local businesses. Come on in. So we use B2B to create B2C relationships. And again, we've got a nice detailed video in there. All right, guys, I've got about 10 minutes left before I have to jump to this meeting. Lex is in my, Lex, thank you so much, man. Lex from our team is right there in our question box. So he's answering questions there. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right, guys, I've got about 5 minutes. So we've got the AI piece, we've got the lead search, lots of different ways that you can use the leads tool. And of course, this, again, integrates 100% straight into your GHL. And the way we use this internally is we do an introductory paragraph that starts with, I noticed. So when let me show you my prompt here. Here we go, my prompt. I've got a prompt that I created called I noticed. Let me see if I can find the prompt. And you guys can create as many prompts as you want to. Let me see if I can find it. Where is my I noticed prompt? Seeing if I can find it here very, very quickly. There it is. I noticed. Okay, so this is the prompt I wrote. Analyze the business and industry of the client. Reply in first person. I noticed. Begin your reply with I noticed, and then go into the remainder of the reply. Reply with only 2 sentences, noting something unique about their business, relating to their industry or website. Let me copy and paste that prompt, you guys. If you want it, you can have it. Oops. So that's my whole prompt for my I noticed. And I just want to show you how I use that with my AI. Just dropping that in the chat there if you guys want to grab it. How do I use that? All right, so here's my search. I've got insurance brokers in this particular one, and I want to contact these guys. They're my ideal client. They look great. And I want to send them an email, but I want it to be personalized, and I want them to know that I've done my research. So I generate this here, and I've got my I noticed prompt right here. And it goes off and looks at their site, picks something unique, and delivers me back this. I noticed your business, Constructive Insurance, specializes in providing insurance solutions specifically for real estate investors, landlords, and RETs. Your unique niche and tailored services set your business apart in the insurance industry, something not every broker can claim. All right. Unique, specific about that particular company. Let's look at this one. Let's grab, here we go, 235 Insurance. What's unique about them? I noticed. Now, I do this en masse. So how we use this tool is I run this I noticed prompt, and then this integrates straight into GHL in a custom field. So when we're doing our outbound marketing, and let me just show you our, when we're doing our outbound marketing, that little first paragraph, which is unique for every single business, inserts into the opening paragraph of the email, right? So it comes in on a custom field, and then I have that custom field in my outbound mail. So let me just grab my outbound mail. We've got a couple of them, and I've got 2 minutes to cover the white label piece. And knew I shouldn't have tried to squeeze it in, but anyway, thanks you guys for turning up. We had, wow, 30 people came. That's amazing. So where is my outbound mail? Email open, qualified tag, right? Here we go. So when I'm sending an email now, because that I noticed paragraph is inserting into a custom field straight from my leads tool, when the email goes out, it actually has there that I noticed paragraph as the opening thing. So I've got a unique subject line from the tool, and I've got a unique first paragraph. So it's going out saying, hey, I'm not just reaching out to you on random. I noticed this, this, and this about your business, and I thought we might be able to help, right? And we're doing that en masse with our tool. All right, so the leads tool itself, generating leads, businesses, people. You can look at individual companies. We've got our influencer search coming in another week or so, I think. So the leads tool itself is built to be able to find those leads, let AI do the heavy lifting. And the cool thing is that as a white label license, you get to put your own brand on this. So in our tool, we've seen that you've got all of this AI stuff and the leads, but you've also got this white label piece where you can put your own branding. So you can come in here and actually brand your own tool, put it on your own domain, have your own logo. And so your customers will log into your version of this tool. Just like we showed you with our retail version, it's called Prospect Falcon. So our clients get an email from Prospect Falcon. It's white label suite, doesn't exist. You manage all your own subscriptions from here. You can set up packages and pricing. You can sell it for whatever you want to sell it for. So you can create an unlimited amount of licenses using the white label system. Market it yourself, as in brand it yourself, price it however you want to price it. You can sell this to companies. So if you're looking at this going, wow, this is really super valuable, then companies are thinking the same thing, and you can cover that. Jim, we actually did a full onboarding of the white label tool yesterday, and that's on our YouTube channel. So let me just grab the YouTube link. And it's also in our members area in yesterday's, in the weekly training calls. Yesterday's call was specifically onboarding for the white label piece. White label, there we go. Let me grab the link. Done and done. So you can skip through and grab that there. So guys, I'm going to have to jump. And again, I do apologize. I know I shouldn't have tried to squeeze it in, but I hope just being able to see, how can I use this tool to find employees, to find people, to find leads, to find my ideal customer? How can I fill my own funnel first? Use the tool. And then what we found is that opening the door to a client by showing them how they can generate leads is the best way. You can get someone on a call and say, hey, let me generate some leads for you. Just come on the call and I'll show you. They come on, you ask them who their ideal client is, you show them how the tool works, and then you can sell them the leads tool as a standalone program, or you can sell them your own CRM program. You can sell it as a service. So we have lots of clients doing lead generation as a service. Again, our goal is to help you guys sell more GHL, sell more of your own system. And we use the leads tool to open those doors and then to close those deals. So guys, hopefully that's helpful. Again, I know I've rushed that through. I've got to jump to my next call. I'm going to go and find out about AI, Closebot, see how the two systems can work together, and look forward to sharing that with you guys as well. Hope that's been helpful. Reach out to the team if we can help you. If you're not a White Label Suite member yet, it is whitelabelsuite.com. Jump on in. And again, it's about $1,500 a year, and you get to sell as many copies as you want. You also get to generate leads for yourself, and look forward to seeing you as a client. Thanks, guys. Cheers.